trying to get his team in a position to go to the Super Bowl. Four-man rush. Smith gets away and then throws it into the grass, short of Crabtree. 2nd and 10.
You talk about Alex Smith, and earlier this week he talked about what it's like there to go to the 49er facility day after day, passing the 5 Lombardi trophies. They're on his way to the quarterback meeting each and every morning, and it's a reminder of the rich tradition and history of this organization. And here he stands, 1 minute and 39 seconds from taking his team to the Super Bowl and a chance to collect one of those for himself.
But the rich tradition and history of that position alone. 2nd and 10. At the knees of Crabtree, it's 3rd and 10.
Both of these defenses, though, Joe, throughout this game have been awfully good when they've had to be.
What a turnaround it's been for this Giants defense. This drive has taken only 14 seconds off the clock. Big 3rd and 10 here. Four-man rush. Smith fires incomplete. And it's a quick 3 and out. The 2 tight ends, Davis and Walker, the closest ones to it, and now with 1 minute 29 left, the Giants will get it back.
Yeah, and I think the story of this game, at least for the Giants defensively, has been how good they have been on 3rd down. They've been able, when they forced them to 3rd downs, they've been able to get off the field. And the 49ers 0 for 11 on that down.
Waits deep. Iwanuka got there too late. Good one. Ross from inside the 15. Nowhere to go. And it will be a long field to navigate for Eli Manning with 1 minute 18 left and 2 timeouts. So we showed you 6 game-winning drives this season for Eli Manning during the regular year. Confusion in the secondary for the 49ers. Receiver Cruz slipped. 2nd and 10.
Sorry.
Justin Smith. There was some confusion on the back end with the secondary, and Carlos Rogers, he's on one side of the field, and then he has to come all the way back across to cover the slot receiver. But Justin Smith, he's able to push David Deal right into the face of Eli Manning.
Good for 30 yards and out of bounds with 1 minute 5 left.
It was really great coverage everywhere except on Ahmad Bradshaw, but it was because of Eli keeping the play alive. And I've said it a lot of times, when Eli has time and he can buy time, he can get through every receiver on the field. And Ahmad Bradshaw was the last guy he was expecting to be able to get the ball to on that play, but because he kept the play alive and bought some time, he finds him up the left sideline.
That's Bradshaw's longest catch of the season. Now he gets it on the ground. And he's wrestled down at midfield with 1 minute left. A gain of 2. Ray McDonald, who's had a big game for the 49ers on the stop. And there's Lawrence Tynes, who is already in his career with the Giants with his right foot sent New York to the Super Bowl. 2 timeouts left. Manning finds Bradshaw room to run. Ahmad Bradshaw had that room closed down, and a nice play is made by Tremaine Brock. And with 32 seconds left, timeout taken by the Giants.
This is amazing by Eli Manning in the pocket. You know, he is under duress, and you cannot take a sack in that situation. And not only does he not take a sack, with Aldon Smith draped over him, he's able to find Ahmad Bradshaw underneath. Uncanny, his ability in the pocket to get the ball out.
He's got his shoulder pad hanging out, grass in his face mask, his helmet on, cockeyed, and he still knows to call the timeout. One left. And a big third down coming up with the ball at the San Francisco 46. Tynes career long 53 yards, which means getting it to the 35-yard line. Third down and 4. This one over the middle. Victor Cruz can't make the catch. And now it's fourth down.
Almost a circus catch by Victor Cruz. You see that he's trying to make a play on the ball as it's bouncing around. Eli Manning had Mario Manningham on an outside breaking route that likely would have gotten him the first down, but instead he elects to go down the middle to Cruz and just unable to haul that one in.
Now Weatherford will try to pin the 49ers deep. 27 seconds left. San Francisco, remember, all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Delay of game.
Before the ball was snapped, delay of game, offense, 5-yard penalty. It's fourth down.
By the way, Victor Cruz, 10 catches in this game, none over the last 8 drives.
And with a little over 5 minutes to play in this game, Joe, I was talking about the urgency that then falls upon an offense because you're not sure how many more possessions you're going to get. But each of these teams have had 2, and now the 49ers, since that time, are getting their 3rd possession.
Just a 29-yard punt. The player down for the Giants. That's Sash. A 14-yard return by Kyle Williams. 19 seconds left. We saw that movement up front defensively for the 49ers, and Weatherford was in a position, I think, just to make sure after that low snap, he just got the ball out of his vicinity, off his foot, in the direction of Kyle Williams, no block.
That's right. He's just got to get it out of there as best he can. And both of these punters, Weatherford and Lee, have been tremendous.
It's a net gain of just 15 yards because of the short punt and the good return. The ball is at the 36. 19 seconds left. Sash able to get up and jog to the sideline. Marcus Dobbs, a rookie, got him on that punt return. Just so you know, David Akers, his career-long Troy is 57 yards, which means getting it to the 39-yard line. He was hitting from about 60 during the pregame with 19 seconds. That's all remaining in regulation.
With the 49ers having their timeouts, it certainly makes things interesting as far as how the Giants approach this defensively.
Smith comes underneath. Finds Cole. A timeout taken immediately by Harbaugh. Now just 12 seconds on the clock.
Well, they'll get a couple plays off because of the timeouts, but clearly they've got to be able to get the ball down the field. And so if you're Alex Smith, throwing it underneath for not much yardage is not really going to help you too much.
Second down and 7. Ball at the 39. If this goes to overtime, there have only been 3 NFC Championship games that have played on past regulation. Four-man rush. Time winding down. Now down is Alex Smith. Tuck is there for the Giants. And a timeout.
Timeout San Francisco.
Surprisingly taken by San Francisco.
Yeah, Harbaugh, he was quick to get out on the field and make sure the official saw him to get the timeout, wanting to take one more shot at this. We saw what can happen last week.
Hoping for a completion, hoping for a penalty, a defensive penalty, hoping for one chance to win it in regulation. Otherwise, we'll go to overtime. And you remember the change in the overtime rules for this 2011 season into the postseason in 2012.
And I think you got to be real careful here. The 49ers do. You know, as I said, Harbaugh calls the timeout, wants one more shot at this thing. If he's going to try a Hail Mary, it's going to be tough to be able to drive the ball into the end zone or hold it long enough to let your guys get deep. And anything can happen with this pass rush.